Damned phantom thieves.
Haven't they found the phantom thieves yet? The government and the police are useless. Are they even trying? I wish they wouldn't spend tax dollars just to sit on their asses. A mysterious group of murderers, an in-depth government. What's the world coming to these days? Everyone's talking trash about us. The police are here again? How many times has this been now? Our school's gotten famous for all the wrong reasons. They revoked our honor status. The school is so messed up. I wonder if the culprit really is from our school.
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
The police are here at the schools, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of cancelling, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough. Don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all this stuff about the principal and Kamoshi this year, I guess it's no surprise. Pera, weekend, certo? Eu mal li, agora que eu estou a pensar. Mais mensagens. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? The police are at Shujin? They haven't come to my school. It seems they are calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we are gonna get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you are prepared yourselves mentally for this. They have to be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try not to say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling, I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary. Ui, vamos ser interrogados.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and...
Kuruzu-kun.
You two will go together. Huh? Why together? Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far. Oh yeah, right. Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
Wow. Voz grossa.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura?
Porra, estes gajos sabem tudo.
The more friends the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Estava à espera de mais, ok, mas pronto. Foi rápido.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Seemed normal to me.
Not to me. You looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is. I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
They were so popular, too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
This is bad. Someone totally framed us. Ok, mais um dia passado. Vamos ler mais um livrinho.
Hey!
Make sure you close up.
Looking to the abscess of cosmic fear.
Wow!
This is very detailed of a story about the fantasy world.
Oh!
You still The chance encounters with the great old ones was truly horrifying.
Oh!
So you finished reading isso? Eu já não me lembro como é que ele se chamava. Cry of Cthulhu? Já não me foda-se. The Grimoire Necronomicon. I wonder if its author was wielded a great power. The world in that book is so frightening, though. It must have taken a lot of courage to read it. É como se eu precisasse, mas é.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Yeah, já estamos nos 25. Vamos chegar aos 15 em nenhum tempo. Hahaha. I wonder what kind of people the culprits are. Não me diz que é a mesma coisa. Probably some idiots with a misguided sense of justice. Look, can they just arrest those guys already? Special investigations is on it. I'm sure they'll be caught soon. What kind of people are they? I wanna see what they look like.
What's going on?
I totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect. How much longer are they gonna do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. Why the school decided to have the festival so late anyway? I mean, changing the date just because our school's all over the news. Moving to next Tuesday would only make more work for us. We won't be able to invite friends from other schools now that we are holding the festival on a weekday. It will also be an inconvenience to anyone we already invited. What about the post-festival party? Will there be enough people for the student sharing special? It's gonna be a real weird festival with morale so low. Então eu estava certo, era mesmo um dia da semana. Eu pensava que tinha lido mal. Então os festivais lá são aos fins de semana. Está certo. Pensava que era tipo uma coisa, uma espécie de feriado, mas ok. Speaking of annoying media, we have been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they are using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know there's a magic in Math too? A magic square. It's a square in which adding up the number in any row, column or diagonal gives you the same total. Kuruzu-san, please look at this.
Do you know this one?
Now tell me the total count for each column in this magic square. 15.
This is it.
Correct.
That's correct. It's easy once you know which number fits in the empty squares. 3 times 3 square only has one pattern, but 4 times 4 square 4 times 4 square has 180 possibilities. In a 5 times 5 square there are more than 200 million. Can you believe that? É um grande assalto, não vou mentir.
Nice going!
If you had to choose, would you try to find Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? I'll choose the magic squares, hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated, and math doesn't kill anyone. Having everyone out there looking for the culprit is getting me down. Ainda não sabemos porra nenhuma do Máscara Negra. So what do we gotta do as the school festival's executive committee? I'll need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guests of honor. Alright, that thing they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. That's so damn boring. Don't be like that. It's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. I'm making sure to work hard at home, but you do that all the time. I can look stuff up, so did you find anything out about that? No good, huh? I'm sorry. It will rouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries, I'll manage on my end somehow. We are counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I'll leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. Vamos descobrir quem é que vai ser a pessoa famosa que vem cá à escola. Nem deve ser o Akechi nem nada.
We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Just relax, Ryuji.
Aren't you taking this a little too lightly?
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Not a word.
It's not that I don't trust her, but... even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and... I wonder why the sudden change.
É, porque será? É que ele nem nos viu entrar no palácio nem nada. I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously, even you are having trouble with this shit. What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our opinions as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It's said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Ryuji. It's a secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Vamos ter com o nosso amor. So you remember those guys who beat up Akiyama-kun up? Well, it turns out they really were dangerous. I looked them up and found some seriously scary info. Apparently they are part of a gang that involved in extortion stuff like that all the time. I wish I had known that going in. One slipped off the tongue and that act I pulled and I would have been dead. You showed some real courage. You really think so? But I pissed all over myself again while I was researching those guys. Honestly though, you are amazing. You weren't afraid in the slightest. Maybe it's only natural after all the nightmares you've been through. Yo, Mishima.
Hey.
Hi there. Yo, it's really Mishima. Dude, right? Nobody else could be this boring. Hey, you figure out what you are gonna do after high school?
It's just...
Not yet. How about the military? Nobody will ever notice a zero like you stealthing around. Haha, so true. I bet you could sneak in everywhere, huh? You'll be Japan's ultimate weapon. Shut up. Akiyama-kun. Huh? Something wrong? Not exactly. Come on, let's just forget him. It's no fun messing with Mishima anymore. What do you mean, no fun? You are always the one screwing with him the most. I don't know, I guess I got tired of it. Hey, about before. I've been thinking, well, I should probably thank you. Huh? Something happened with you too? You know, you have been acting weird lately, Akiyama. Don't think I haven't noticed all them bruises you've got.
No.
Before I don't really know what you are talking about. Mishima. My bad, I guess it was someone else. You've changed though. Your glasses, I always see you two together. You've been coaching him? Exactly. That's so, I'm kinda jealous. Anyway, see you later. Porquê que estás com ciúmes, amigão? Where up, Akiyama? It looks like Akiyama-kun is gonna be just fine. He's a pretty strong-willed guy. And I really have changed, huh? You think maybe I'm starting to be like the Phantom Thieves? I'm gonna work even harder now to make sure I live up to your legacy. E só mais um rank. E acaba o Mishima. You know, I always used to think I couldn't amount to anything, but I somehow managed to step up and help Akiyama-kun with those thugs. It made me realize there really are things I can do to save people. This is why I've started writing a documentary on the Phantom Thieves. The research I did on that gang Akiyama-kun was wrapped up in was actually what pushed me to do it. And I'm basically putting together a massive log of all your activities from the fam site. This came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I've been keeping a scrapbook of articles about you guys this whole time. I mean, it would have been a waste of not keeping notes when I was so close to such incredible people.
Alright.
At any rate, we should celebrate today. My treat. Screw the fountain drinks, let's go straight to the fancy fruity juice. It's 3 times the price, so it's gotta be 3 times better. What about I'm feeling stick actually. But I only have so much money. If you wanna order anything else, it will have to come out of your own pocket, okay? Anyway, let's party until we have to catch the last train.
See you later.
Meu Deus. Mais Mishima. What is up? You still rocking into the night, Kuruzu-chan? I'm sorry, I don't know the right thing to say after coming home from a party. Haha. But that was so fun, right? I've never stayed that late at a diner before. You think it's the power of that fancy fruit juice? I mean, it did cost 3 times the usual price. Okay, I'll stop joking around. I think I'm just really happy to hear that one comment from Akiyama-kun. You heard that he said about me, but do you really think some part of me changed? Your hair? Oh, you noticed? Yeah, it's been kinda doing something different with it. Okay, really, that's all? My hair? Though I'm kind of surprised you actually noticed. That commentary I mentioned, starting today I'm going to start writing it seriously. And once it's finished, I want you to be the first one to read the script. It's our promise. I vote between men, okay? See you. Domingo. What does that detective think he's doing? He's just trying to get popular, isn't he? He wants to stand out. Just hurry up and arrest the Phantom Thieves already. I'm curious to it seems like he knows something. Eu só quero apontar, para quem não se apercebeu, o cenário está um pouco diferente, porque estamos em outubro e está quase Halloween. Espero que vocês percebam quais são as diferenças. I'm curious to... It seems like he does know something. I bet he found out some really juicy secrets.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Should be fine.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay
É,
with
vou
that?
pôr a mudança de música.
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Actually, I do.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec, didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? É, né? Quem diria? Ninguém estava à espera naquela cena quando entramos pela primeira vez no Palácio do Okumura. Ninguém mesmo.
What are you gonna do today now?
When Alfred detached from this world, it is said the time spent there is like that of a dream. Men and women of all ages swarm the land, forgetting reality in search of happiness and wonder. This sounds like a similar form of escapism as fantasies we saw in the movie theater. A sinister trap that ensorcels humans. If such a place truly exists, then we must observe it in action ourselves. Does this location sound at all familiar to you? It could be Destinyland over in Mayama.
What'll you do?
You mean Destinyland? Destinyland. What an absurd name. Come on, let's get going, you mate. Go,
Caroline.
go. Porque será que ela está tão shit up? That bear's walking on its hind legs. Is it a demon of some sort? Is there a king living in that castle? Should we pay him our respects first? The parade's starting. Go, go, go!
What?
What is this? What is that thing? It's huge. This gleeful music, the rhythmic, monotonous dancing, the grins plastered across every spectator's face. This overstimulation is making me grow dizzy. Haha, this is a brainwashing scheme, isn't it, inmate? It's just a parade. Really? They all appear in traced to me. Make sure you don't befall the same fate. Although it may benefit us to investigate just how they pull off such a successful mass brainwashing. Justine, let us conduct an inspection of the premises. Lead the way, inmate. That wasn't nearly as impressive as I expected. You say that now, despite appearing quite captivated before. What with our outburst like that beer is so cute, and let's get in line to meet the characters and so forth. I said nothing of sort. In any case, going through the mansions in the guise of a brainwashed human, that's all it was.
Come on, let's
Look,
go.
there's another line. Let's see where it goes. I suppose we don't have a choice now. We had better catch up to her, inmate. I can't believe we stood in line for I don't know how long, and it only led to a bathroom. I was hoping we'll get to ride into one of those massive crazed teacups going on about in circles.
Hey, inmate!
What was that, inmate? When you gotta go? Understandable, but doesn't that mean the long time is a critical flaw? Ei, não fui eu que construí o parque e só fez uma casa de banho, cacete. Hey, inmate, don't you prefer your prison cell to this place? There's no line to use the bathroom there. Mas tenho 3 pessoas a olhar para mim se eu quisesse usar a casa de banho lá. Well, that was fun. I mean, that was a functional assignment, but we had enough for today. Time to head back. Just a moment, Caroline. I have heard it is customary to bring back some sort of token gift for one's superiors after visiting a place such as this. We should buy something for our master while we have the chance. I perceived the wares on display earlier. The mouse ears or the stuffed bear. Which do you think our master would prefer? The mouse ears. Master with round mouse ears. Justine? It seems that even I could not avoid the brainwashing. Please keep this a secret from our master. In any case, we have confirmed the existence of a world of dreams. As such, we firmly acknowledge your assignment as complete. Here is your reward. So, look at the smiles of those people's faces, as if they have been liberated from their everyday lives. A human desirous to dream even reaches into their time in the waking world, a rather curious phenomenon for us as we dwell in the space between dream and reality. Ooh, is another brainwashing parade beginning?
Now,
We
let
have
us
no
return.
need for that again. Let's return, inmate. Foda-se, aleluia. Está a ver que tinha que ver mais uma. estou a adorar a música.
Good morning. Well...
Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Oh, that reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea what the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, it's going to do some... I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
You here? We are getting for our guest this year? Oh, you mean Akechi, right? I kinda saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he wasn't make any more appearances though? Why did he agree to come here? Porque será? It probably has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they are connected to our school somehow then. Yeah, hey, you are right. Maybe you'll tell us some stuff about the case. No way I'm gonna miss that panel this year. They just say whatever they want with no thought. But for now we'll just need to endure it, at least until we can get some more intel.
Oh, yes.
I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true. Now that we've got so many years behind us, sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? But there's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about you?
From a psychological standpoint, what's the key reason our memories can differ from reality? Memory bias.
This is it. Right.
That's right, impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Especially the name of that phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true. Hey, didn't you get that question? Esquece.
Nice going!
The difference between inaccurate memories and the facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. False memories, huh? But it's totally real to the person, right? What a strange concept. Oh, our grades are out. How do you do? Damn, I'm dead. Hey, look at that. Look who got the top score. I wonder what score I got. I'm top of the class.
Hey!
That's amazing. Everyone's gonna have their eye on you now. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Primeiro caralho. Quem manda nesta porra? Any words from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines our offer, we won't have a guest, huh? That's what you are worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it will be just fine. I just need to get Akechi-kun to agree to this somehow. Yep, what that bastard up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was gonna go into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front.
Welcome home.
Olá! Então, amor, como estás? Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late.
How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
That man's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
I feel like I've met that man somewhere before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
You are standing too.
Standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
Don't like politicians?
It isn't about liking or disliking them. It's more about how he suggests the Phantom Thieves be crushed when they've yet to be arrested. If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy?
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Okay then. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? Toda a gente é mais perto dele. Oh, I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Well done. Thank you. The first step is done at least. Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon, on the second day, yes? Wait, you are coming to our school festival. It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Incidentally, with that counselor, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, Dr. Maruki, probably. I see, finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. Cheira-me cá amanhã vai ser dia em grande. I don't know if you'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You wanna come too, Futaba? Come on. It will be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. You should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this? This is the perfect chance for us to relax though. Aru, you sure you are okay? It seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I have always just dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Saru. It's my pleasure. Oh, todos felizes. Sojiro.
Yo.
Hey, how did the exams go? Perfect.
Oh.
I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Then maybe you didn't need this. Oh well, take it. The blank charm. I made it myself. It's got my finest coffee beans on it. I wanted to give it to you before the exams, but well, you still have more tests. Don't let up on the finals. Okay. Não, eu queria ver a parte da frente. Será que eu consigo ver lá do fundo? Ah, dá para ver mais ou menos.
What are you gonna do today?
Now.
Art exhibits.
What'll you do? Let's go, inmate.
Onward, inmate.
I see, our prior information was correct. There seems to be a great number of objects on display here. Are these all art exhibits? I've heard of them before. Apparently they involve human aesthetic sense or something. Let's go inspect the premises. Are you even capable of appreciating art properly?
What?
What do you mean by that? Stop shouting so loudly, the signs prohibit it. I know, anyway, let's go appreciate some art already. The number of pieces on display far exceeded my expectations. Art sure does take many forms though. Some of the work was downright photorealistic. Actually, wouldn't it be easier just to take photos on those situations? And what's with those portraits or whatever they are called? What's the point of painting a giant human face? Those landscapes are even more incomprehensible. What is it so interesting about painting some dull terrain? Where is the fun on painting living humans or scenery just so that other humans can look at it? They see true beauty. I see now, there are paintings of flowers and noble women here that would certainly fit that description. But there are paintings of things like empty mountains and wrinkly old men too. Is there also true beauty in those too? I don't get it. Speaking of, there was one exhibit that just looked like a bunch of scribbles. Why would something like that be displayed? I can understand different art having different levels of craftsmanship, but wasn't that simply on par with the child's? No, if anyone is the child here, it's you. Even I could sense something special from that painting.
Excuse me?
What are you on about? It's scribbles. Any way you look at it, the face is all screwed up, the nose and ears are wrong. The painting is an accurate description of the darkness within the human heart. How unfortunate, Caroline. It seems you lack even a shred of aesthetic sense. Excuse me? I'll tell you who's lacking, Justine. You are lacking proper eyesight.
No.
Perhaps you lack any sense at all. Sounds like you need a good shock to the brain. The same could be said for you. Hey inmate, are you going to tell me what mess of a sketch is actually art? It's art. Art is challenging. I get what you mean, at least I think. And I think you are merely evading the question. I suppose we'll call this one a draw for you now. Say, did you see the painting that looked like a bunch of scribbles? Apparently it's worth 500 million yen. Puta que pariu. What? Even my youngest could make something that looked like that. 5 million? That makes no sense whatsoever. I wholly agree with you on that. That requires further studying. Let us continue to inspect the premises. We saw a great deal of interesting displays, but that last sculpture we saw, there was nothing but a tasteless reproduction of a naked body. Are you really gonna tell me that counts as art too? I thought this human concept of beauty simply took many forms, that it was spread all the way into the realm of bizarre. Why do humans even pursue this beauty in the first place? Do you always waste your efforts driving towards beauty, mate? I'm already beautiful. From where you muster such stupendous confidence? Well, we will see how you feel after I stuff you into a trash can. But anyway, we've seen the art that humans are so fond of. This assignment is officially complete. Here is your reward. Até que enfim esta merda acabou, já estava farto. I still haven't learned why some of the humans call autumn the season of the hearts though. Well, whatever. How about we head back and try to make our own paintings? Fine idea. What should we paint? A guillotine. The master?
Fine. Let's go
We'll
home.
figure it out when you are back. Hey, mate, let's go stepping.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival? Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Just enjoy yourselves.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me. You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
Ok.
I know a great one. Follow me.
Já vi que isto vai ter muita coisa.
This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We
Meu
didn't put too much effort into
Deus.
the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Yuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
Oh, porque se calhar ele sabe quem nós somos. Ha 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 ha.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
That is possible.
We won't let that happen. Still,
Ideia.
it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Isso é que eu nem fui preso nem nada.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
É.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Não acredito que seja isso.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautiful...
Não, 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 não. Um gajo não vai... Com o Russian Roulette, o gajo não pega no revólver e mete a bala para parecer grande homem, macho. The fuck?
shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Wow, Yusuke.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Okay.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it. Oh.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Claro que tinha que ver este gajo.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue.
Espera, isso são
I
2
can't make any
dias.
mistakes since a lot
Ah,
of people will be
eu quero só
present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine.
It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... Oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
Ah, não.
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
O gajo está a tremer todo, meu.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue?
Foi mesmo isso.
This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Será?
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be? Oh?
Wait. Akira, Yusuke's missing. Where'd he wandered off to? Always doing whatever he please. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
Me cheira que ele está com o psicólogo. Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yusuke we are talking about. Let's head home. Diz-me que eu não vou ter que ler. Excuse me, you are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
I.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and Anne first spoke to you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san.
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You are here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Correct. Yusuke! Now teach me how you unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless sepsis.
Hold on.
Hold on here. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Dá para ver? Do you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed, haha.
How about it?
Oh, but how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course there's no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well, you and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I see, so you were Madarame sons. It's in the past. How curious. I never imagined counseling to be like this.
Well,
let's say it's less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my heart. There really shouldn't be any cross-examination in a proper counseling session though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
However, if you are the one leading them to their conclusions, Are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagwa-kun, what would you say if your greatest wish in life what would you say is your greatest wish in your life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. I only desire I have for my art is for it to improve throughout my own efforts. I see, then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master. One who would take me in and guide my brush with care. Oh, I see.
All right.
At my rate, I must be going now. At any rate, I must be going now. So please excuse me. I hope we can meet again someday. Conversa interessante.
Well then.
Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, and so I went to see him. So, he was there. Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I would like to go another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is a Ketchikun's panel after all. An early night means we will be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We'll have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything.
Hey!
Make sure you close up.
Welcome to the deepest maze of all, the Nanako Labyrinth.
Man!
Dang, there's a whole bunch of things in here. Yogen Jai is pretty cramped, but this is another level. Stimulate your greed, let your desires run wild. This place must be heaven for people who are into this stuff. Looks like fun. Oh, you finished reading Nakano Walker. That was like a product called catalog. Made my eyes hurt. Nakano. Showdown, hang out and shop your heart's content. Nakano's got it all. Between ramen, bars and huge shopping complex. It's a joy to explore.
All right.
E amanhã que começa um grande dia. Vai descer? Agora só está a descer devagarinho.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
Ah, tanta
How much do you
piada.
think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down.
He's lying, right?
But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Que conveniente. Ha
Is
ha
there
ha
a
ha.
room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
É, né? Que conveniente o telemóvel tocar.
What do you want to talk about?
gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. Yes.
As to?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as phantom thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
That's right.
So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. Now, there's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime. bullshit! None of that makes any sense! Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Is that the only way?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this. But I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. But I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again.
O Sojourn encontrou o calling card da Futaba. Oh shit.
Again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
So eu tenho que...
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
I'm not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together?
Ooh.
Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can.
Oh yeah.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
Okay.
Now, it's time for your favorite shoot
Meu Deus.
Before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down.
Ui! Ui!
Now everybody, join in. Don't fall behind the dance club.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
It's showtime! Estou a aquecer.
Very impressive, Senpai.
Ah, não.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Ok. Temos cutscene.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
That's crazy.
Ah, shit. Vai ter ele, garanhão. I left the party with Kazumi to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
I could tell.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away.
It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be alright though.
Oh.
The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon!
The gym's quiet down. Looks like the dance is over. How to head home? Meu Deus, tenho mais? The post-festival The post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So I could use a change of pace. How about it? Looks like I received some messages. Yo, you wanna go to the post-festival party and try to calm down? We can't really decide on that, Akechi. We can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyway. I'm still pretty pissed though. Well, Mishima's here with me. You should join. Ah, não. Vou com a Aro. Foda-se, minha poca, eu vou com o Mishima. E com o Ryuji. Sure, let's go. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said.
Don't think about that now.
Yes. I was looking forward to this party, so we should enjoy it.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special! Round of applause, everyone!
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone?
Spoiler, é evento de vergonha alheia, muito grande.
No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Claro que é.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
Ela é Pokémon agora.
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
It's cause you are cute.
Oh.
Come, everyone's waiting.
Well, I'm going.
And your name is? Wait, you're a Kumura-san?
Yes.
She's so
Seriously? I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill. I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Always in trouble. I need to change the subject.
Well...
O que é que eu vou dizer? Do you have a boyfriend? Please date me. I've always loved you.
Now this is drama! A boy caught in the throes of bittersweet youth! A stunning confession of love!
Como eu disse, vergonha alheia. Pois é, o único que está levantado, né, porra?
So, Okumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about!
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop? But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting! MC, do your job!
The post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that.
You were in trouble.
Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this.
Sakura Ame Zaiko.
I bought it earlier.
I can't wait to eat it.
Now then, let's go home.
Haven't a lot of people. Porque eu carreguei no círculo sem querer. Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of the fem site. I heard the victims were on the rankings here. We should really be blaming the people who requested. And who requested? That's the question.
Welcome home.
Oh.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Que bom.
Taba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
Vai dar merda, vai dar merda.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this? Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it?
I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Don't blame Futaba.
Oh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you?
Acho que isso é a resposta.
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. But still...
When did you notice?
When she said she was gonna go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And
só coincidências.
You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Sorry for keeping quiet.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? But he doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
This is no joke.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months? And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal. Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
What? He knows everything, you gotta be fucking kidding. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving any messages if Akira was not okay. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man, but he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who target Futaba's mother? Yeah, she was killed by mental shutdown. The same method used by the culprit we pursued now. Wait a second though. Didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could that? Do you think the culprit could be a government official? And you're letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a second, if you are right, they wouldn't the police be working for them too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
I guess the chief had an inkling after all. Inkling.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. Pode ter sido tua culpa, mas... também não é tua culpa, porque pronto, era só uma memória que tu querias ter deixado. Até acho que não seja mau o boss saber da nossa real identidade. Acho que pode ajudar muito no futuro. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. You can sleep on the sofa.
Hey, wait!
Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so that Futaba can go ahead and sleep on the bed? Que grande cama que aquilo é, Morgana. I'm gonna go home. Night. Então, tá bem. Guess?
Well then.
É, estamos quase nos 15. Nos 15 não.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
3.000 yen. É isso?
Look. Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Okay.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Oh, only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I didn't know it would.
I see. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Sojiro, melhor pai.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It will probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kinda weird. I'm not sure we are gonna get away this time. Our backs are totally against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
Quase isso, é um jogo.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort.
There's the fake medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly...
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Let's turn the tables.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Things will turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mind.
Ah, claro que eu vou ter que levar com mensagens. Mas claro. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants to gather at Blank tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is? Trying to bosses around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we are going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. We'll see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
Hey!
Make sure you close up.
Leave the noise of the city behind and find refuge in the calming wind and starry skies.
Wow!
Ikebukuro is mostly known for its skyscrapers. I never realized they had a planetarium there. I guess they keep it exciting by doing things like hiring famous actors there as tour guides. In any case, it's not the kind of place you would visit alone. I recommend taking someone.
Oh!
All right.
Vamos lá, mais um dia amanhã, que presumo que vai ser em cheio. O que tem sido estes últimos também. Vai passar pós? Ah, está perto. Ah não, o Mishima está a começar a desligar.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
True.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We will.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
I wonder why.
Beats me. I hope it's just my imagination, though. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would he?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's not all.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
I don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
As três são boas. Ah, fuck. I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Say slowly starting to accept the truth. Espera. I feel my bond. Okay. Wow.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
The fuck?
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive.
Don't fall for it.
É verdade.
Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.